Hello, hello.
Hello again.
This is KVD, and with me on the mic tonight is the French legend Anti-Star.
Oh, your tongue almost slipped. I heard something like and star.
Mario 86.
Yeah, you can call me Mario tonight.
I'm sorry, man.
No
How are
worries.
you feeling tonight, man?
Well, very, very fine. It's I'm a bit stressed because this is my my first time as an English comment, so I hope everything's gonna be alright for me, and I also hope we're gonna have a great match tonight.
And it looks right off the bat we're getting Ghost Valley 1, which is one of the most interesting one-try tracks for sure.
Oh, yeah.
First, I'll introduce the players briefly. So we have Aron Langerak on the right, the Dutch number 2, and top 5 worldwide. And on the left, we have KEDJYAR, a French time trial player from France, who is actually, I believe, top 15, and a more consistent player. So
13
even
maybe.
though there is a ranking difference, I expect a close match.
Just checking. Yeah, he's 13 actually.
Which is nothing to be sneezed at. And like I said, he focuses more on being consistent. He's a very accomplished one-try player.
Yep, it's gonna be a very interesting opposition of styles because we have a very aggressive player and a more conservative one. So one of them is gonna take maximal risks and probably maybe get a couple tournament records, and the other one is gonna play extremely safe, but well, make the best one.
So I'm not expecting a platform jump attempt from KEDJYAR, but possibly from Aron. We'll see.
I would actually be very surprised if KEDJYAR did so, because as we said previously, he's very conservative, so I can't imagine him taking such risk, but this is the first track, so why not after all? Oh, small war hit.
Yeah. Which actually might prompt him to go for it, if anything.
Yep, because this is the kind of track where a very, very small mistake can put you behind the opponent, so...
Which is exactly what happened. Aron is now, I'd say, a few tenths ahead.
Yeah, the risk is the same way. He's gonna be forced to go for the platform jump, so...
Unless he is
Yeah.
banking on an Aron mistake, of course. But it's not likely on Ghost Valley 1. Having said that, he just hit a tile as well, so...
Yep.
It's getting closer.
It's extremely tight.
I think both are heading for 108 flat without platform.
No platform. Oh, one from Aron, and he gets it! Wow, awesome.
Oh. Is that a tournament record? Yes, it is.
I think so. Yeah.
Beat your tournament record by 1200.
Very, very impressive. Congrats, Aron.
Yeah. What a start.
I think mentally, it's probably the best way to start that kind of match, because being able to get the platform jump and showing your opponent you managed to do so, just showing your time to him, it's a great way to put the pressure on his shoulders. So
yeah, it's an intimidating display by Aron that shows him that shows his opponent that he is not to be messed with tonight.
So KEDJYAR picked Mario Circuit 2. Do you think he's gonna go for some long boost action there?
No, I actually don't think so. I think he is banking on Aron doing it, and Aron did it in my match, the match I had against him, the winners quarters. That was last week. He went for the long boost every lap. He only succeeded in it once, and I think he got something like a 135.
Well, so that's a nice bet from KEDJYAR. Maybe he's gonna pick the tracks where he knows Aron is gonna take huge risks, and well, we'll see.
We have some inside information from Firewafter in chat, who said that KEDJYAR was actually practicing long boost before the match. So
well,
maybe
so far none of them are using long boost, but maybe they're gonna go for only one, because we all know that if you miss one long boost, your race is almost over. So perhaps in lap 4.
Yeah, and conversely, if you drive a nice race and get one long boost, you win so much time, you win like over half a second, that it's very likely that you will just win the track. If your opponent...
Yeah, it's very interesting to see that Aron is performing one more boost just before the hairpin that Roach doesn't go for. See that one? Oh, and Aron missed. So that one might be for KEDJYAR if
Looks like it.
it doesn't fail. Just has to drive very safely. And I think, oh yeah, it's for him. Very, very nice one. Very solid.
Clean 117.
Yep.
And as predicted, he didn't go for the long boost, so that practice beforehand may have been a smoke screen.
Yeah, he even didn't because his race was extremely safe. Aron, I don't know how Aron actually missed that one because it seems that he missed the boost after the zippers and the jump, which looks pretty unmissable. It's very surprising.
I have actually missed that one a few times as well.
Oh,
Twice, yeah. It's a strange one sometimes. Even though you're right, it's you have a complete hairpin to set it up, so you should never not get it.
yeah, maybe because sometimes you try to go sharper into the hairpin and zigzag after it, and so maybe this is another way to build the boost and a better way to miss it too.
So this next track should be interesting because Aron has been announcing to go for the world record here ever since we started this tournament a few weeks ago, and he's
128.
A 128 exactly, which has not been done yet.
So I'll have first wall hit from KEDJYAR, which is not the most serious one, but it's still a wall hit just after the first turn. So of course there is a small, very, very small advantage on Aron's side, I think.
It's kind of too bad that Aron...
Oh, and Rush, KEDJYAR fell into the lava, unfortunately.
I was just saying that Aron's stream feed is a bit choppy.
Yep.
Too bad.
It's a bit better now, but
we can definitely make out any major mistakes he makes. But the odd wall clip here and there, we might not even be able to detect it.
It's really sad that Aron is not gonna compete for Tamshao at the Super Mario Kart All-Stars this summer because he's really, really playing like a potential gold medalist.
Yes, and guess who just signed up for the SMK All-Stars event?
Scuba?
Oh, you!
I thought you were gonna announce another player.
No, too bad. You are still the last confirmed new attendant. But that's really cool.
So what's gonna be Aron's time? Is it gonna be a 128? No, 129.23.
I think I did see a wall hit in there.
Yep.
So, well,
His
maybe
opener was pretty bad actually.
the split suggests that it was not with a wall hit, but who knows?
So are we gonna stay on Mushroom Cup again? Because so far we've only played Mushroom Cup tracks.
Yeah, so, but Donut Plains 1 has been banned, so then it would have to be MC1.
Yep.
So yeah, this tournament has entered the knockout stage now, and we are doing a first to 9. And the format is as such, if you're just joining in and don't know, I have no idea what's going on. The format is that the player that just lost a track picks the next track until we reach 9 points.
That's a pretty surprising one from KEDJYAR because Aron is very, very strong on Copa Beach too. So maybe he's considering Aron's gonna take maximal risks once again on a track where risks may not be rewarding at all.
Yeah, so basically, if you're doing the boost strategies here, there is no way that you can avoid risks because there are the fishes.
And RNG is very strong there, so.
Yes, but on the flip side, KEDJYAR also has one of the strongest times driven this tournament so far with a 57.98. So.
Whoa, very nice. He's using the Geo strategy with the slide boost going on left.
Yeah.
Which is actually the safest strat there.
Oh!
Ooh.
The Phelps.
Yeah, but so far he's winning that one. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be very, very tight in the end, I think. No, KEDJYAR is gonna get this one. Oh, it's very, very safe end.
Can you blame him?
No, I won't.
So it looks like it's 2-2.
Yeah, it's very,
And
very tight.
just briefly to discuss which tracks were banned. So Aron picked Ghost Valley 3, and KEDJYAR picked Donut Plains 1. What do you think about those bans?
Well, Donut Plains 1 is, I think, a very reasonable choice from KEDJYAR because it's one of Aron's best tracks when it comes to one tries, so I'm not surprised at all. Aron banning Ghost Valley 3 is a bit more surprising because I think it's not a weak track for him actually, but maybe he had a bad feeling with it in his practice station maybe.
Yeah, so I was also alluding to that beforehand. Like if you are warming up and you're just not playing well on the day on the track, that can take your confidence away a little bit.
Well, you see, for
Aron,
example,
yeah,
sorry.
no,
For example, I think he would have banned Ghost Valley 2 and he just picked it. Okay, he's gonna go for a platform jump there.
Yeah, so Aron said he was gonna go for 102.70. So 102, which would be a tournament record, which would be a completely crazy time. So we'll
I think it would be even better than the Supermarket Championship tournament record.
yeah, it would be.
I'm just checking what it is. I think it's a very, very high 102, so...
Oh! KEDJYAR
Yep.
clipped a tile and then warped through the tiles on the opposite side. Very weird and catastrophic crash. He's not gonna recover.
Yeah, I think Aron can go for the platform jump now and maybe still win the race.
I sure hope that was not a pad issue, because KEDJYAR was having controller issues in the previous match, unfortunately.
Yeah, and the Supermarket Championships record is a 1:02.80 by yourself, actually.
Yeah, and I think he might be on pace, because he's driving a very, very fast race so far, without mistakes.
That's very fast, but it's...
See what he gets.
No, 1:03, I think. Oh! It's a sub. Very, very nice.
Nice up, indeed. Consistent stuff.
Wow, what a consistency. Absolutely incredible. I think KEDJYAR might be very, very angry at himself.
Or at his pad. Hopefully it's not his pad.
Actually, his opener was much weaker, so I don't think he had the pace to fight with Aron on that one.
No, that's true. Hopefully KEDJYAR can recover from that.
And he's going for Langerak too.
A very interesting track.
Actually, I think it's a good pick for a safe player like him, because since he's not too aggressive, I think he can go for a 54 or 55 without taking maximal risks. And I think it's some kind of safe bet from him.
I also think that this is the right choice for the moment, because Aron just drove a clean and very aggressive track, and quote-unquote easy track. And if you, you basically as KEDJYAR, you don't want Aron to become too comfortable. So what do? You pick a very hard track.
Yeah, too. Yeah, it's true. Apart from Kukovic 2, we only had very, very easy tracks so far, so it's nice to see them starting to pick much tougher tracks.
So yeah, where would you say this track ranks in terms of toughness? It has to be top 3 at least.
Well, if you're ranking on 5 stars, it's definitely a 5-star one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've always thought it was one of the 3 hardest tracks of the game, maybe one of the 2 hardest tracks of the game, and oh, KEDJYAR unfortunately fell into the water. And Aron did too.
Synchronized swimming, almost.
The problem is KEDJYAR had already fallen just before, so...
Yeah. Looks like this will be 4-2.
And Aron...
Oh, the commentary curve.
again. Yeah. Sorry, we jinxed it again.
Sorry, Aron. I'll take the blame for that one.
It's gonna be a 3-3, yep. Yep, it's another great result under pressure from KEDJYAR. I'm very surprised he's keeping the pace.
So at this point, I'd like to talk about predictions. What do you think is going to be the outcome, actually? Now that it's 3-3.
Well, based on the fact that Aron is playing a lot at the moment and is breaking world records and getting a lot of confidence, I was gonna think about 9-5 or 9-4 maybe, but judging by the beginning of this match, I think it's going to be much, much tighter. Maybe 9-7 or 9-8. Who knows?
That would be a classic. So there was one match that went to 9-8 in the Division 1 tournament knockout stage.
I don't remember which one was that.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Let's focus on the current one. I also predicted a 9-5 to Aron, but from what I'm seeing so far, that may be not giving KEDJYAR enough credit.
Yeah, maybe Aron, under pressure, is gonna crack quicker than KEDJYAR, so... Both of them got the zoom start, but from what we've seen about Aron, he's gonna take risks, and that happened very, very early in the race.
You didn't even get to finish your sentence, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Aron was practicing a lot on this track with aggressive NDT strategies, and KEDJYAR just has to finish a clean race without any kind of risk, and the Prime is just doesn't know about it, so he's playing much too aggressive for a player who doesn't have to do so.
But I got news for you, buddy. Aron just dipped again.
Yeah. Oh, and KEDJYAR hit a swamp.
In a bad position too.
In a very bad one, yep. It's almost as critical as... yeah.
Should be okay. But as I was saying, like, Rainbow Road's a weird one in Super Mario Kart 1 tries. I could potentially rank it among the easier tracks, but it's, of course, deceivingly tricky if you start to try and go fast.
Well, the problem with Rain Road is it's actually an easy track based on its slipperiness, sorry.
Yeah.
Based on the shape of the corners too. It's really a track that should not be that hard, but the problem is when you wanna get strong wickers there, it's probably one of the 2 or 3 hardest tracks of the game.
Yeah, and you would know that.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! It's another. Oh, it's not over.
It's not over.
Very,
this can go
very bad race ending for KEDJYAR. Can he manage to get? Yep, and he's gonna save it.
I can imagine Roach's reaction when he types in chat 1:59:15 and finds out they won the race.
That reminds me when was it Fire Wester who won with a 2-0-1?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, he did against Chris, I think. Yep.
Yeah. Or the other way around. Maybe it was Yorkshire that won.
And so he's taking the lead. He's taking the lead 4-3 against Aron. How unexpected.
So which track do you think he's gonna pick now?
Well, Aron is picking, so maybe Aron's gonna take a bit one. No,
we get CFT8.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a very interesting one because both of them are extremely good on this track.
Aron can potentially get a 58 high.
Yep.
That would be absolutely crazy, but it can happen. KEDJYAR is capable of mid-59s, which may still be enough to win. We'll see.
Especially because Aron is gonna take bigger risks, I think.
I don't think he can afford to at the moment. He's 4-3 down. Should play it at least a little bit conservatively.
This is the first time I'm seeing the way KEDJYAR is taking the last turn and builds the boost for the first turn. This is very unusual, especially at this level of Super Mario Kart 1 tries.
So this is actually how I do it too.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh.
Some variation of it at least. It's very similar.
This looks extremely hard for me because I think you don't have a lot of time to zigzag a total fast jump. So far it's extremely tight. The one who's getting his flat boost properly is gonna get it. Nobody's going for it, so... Oh, and KEDJYAR gets it! I think Aron missed his final boost.
I think so too, yeah. 12-17, that confirms it. And that actually gifted MC1.
And that's 3 in a row for KEDJYAR, actually. Because Aron was leading 3-2, and now it's 5-3 for KEDJYAR.
So that flat boost is very risky to go for on a one try, and that Aron just proved that he didn't need it to win the race, I think. But it was very close either way. So Aron must be feeling the pressure now. I think he should pick a track yeah, that he. I don't know if Bowser Castle 2 is that good a pick, because it has a sort of random component to it.
Yeah, and I don't think this is the kind of track Aron's style fits with against a player like KEDJYAR. KEDJYAR can get a 144 or 145 quite easily, I think. But I don't know actually what's his strat when it comes to the part just before the bumpers. Where we're gonna see very soon. Yeah, he's playing it safe.
So to answer a question in chat, the tracks banned were Ghost Valley 3 by Aron, and KEDJYAR banned Donut Plains 1, the second track of the game, which is traditionally a very strong Aron track, so that ban definitely makes a lot of sense.
Oh, and that's terrible because KEDJYAR just made me wrong, but the problem is, sorry for the motorcycle sound you could hear behind me. And so yeah, I was gonna say that KEDJYAR went for the aggressive strategy, and unfortunately that was some kind of wrong decision from him.
Yeah, so that cut inside
He's not gonna do it again.
Is very risky. I still don't know if it's the right way to go for one tries. I know that you do it always.
Yeah, I feel better with it actually. This is not the hardest part of the track for me. In one tries, I really think the two last bumpers are the hardest part of this track. Oh, and he hit the wall again, unfortunately. So this one's gonna be for Aron.
Aron still has his work cut out for him, because KEDJYAR has the advantage in picking tracks if he loses, and he can afford to lose one more, and then still even.
Wow, it was almost a 143. Crazy race.
That's a tournament record, surely.
It might be.
And with that, that justifies his decision to go for Bowser Castle 2 completely.
I don't think KEDJYAR had the pace anyway. Yeah, no 20 laps, so...
No, I don't think anyone would have that pace. Actually, interestingly...
Lafungo is very good on this one too.
Interestingly, Aron had a 144.05 against me as the tournament record, so he just tied his own tournament record. Fun fact of the day.
And KEDJYAR is picking his favorite.
That's a track I expected Aron to ban, honestly. Because KEDJYAR is traditionally very strong on Chuck Island 1, even had world records here, so
yeah,
it would have made sense to ban that one.
Well, I can already say it. If I have to face KEDJYAR in the semi, I will ban this track, because this is a track I don't feel good at all when it comes to one tries with the new strat, and I know he's much better than me there, so...
So if he makes the next round, that's noted. So actually, in the losers bracket, you faced Fire Waster yesterday and beat him. So you will be the next opponent of the winner of this match.
Exactly, I will have to face a player that was in my group actually, because I played against both players in the group stage.
So do you have any preference?
Well, if I have to deal with their current shape, I think I would prefer facing my my fellow Frenchman opponent, because I really think Aron is going stronger and stronger. But judging by KEDJYAR's skills today, I'm not even sure I would prefer having to face him. So
I think Aron is going for a tractor ending.
Yep.
And that might be a tournament record. Not quite, but
not a sub. Yeah.
Very, very strong time. So it's 5-5 again.
And that's very disappointing for KEDJYAR, because I think in his mind that was the great opportunity for him to have a comfortable situation once again. And so that's another tie. That's a 5-5.
Yeah, so honestly, I don't think KEDJYAR was gonna get a 56.05, because I don't think he goes for the tractor normally.
Yep.
So
at the moment, it's really, really hard to take a guess.
Yeah, we got a match on our hands now. I feel like Aron has the momentum, but he is also very much hit and miss.
Well, I don't really think Donut Plains 2 is a wise pick there, because Aron is also extremely strong on that one.
Yeah, there are not many tracks that you can pick where Aron is not strong. But Donut Plains 2, I agree, Aron is the heavy favorite, if you ask me.
If you're in the top 5, you have absolutely no weak track, so...
Well, I still call Vanilla Lake 1 and Cool Beach 1 weak tracks, personally, but I see what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember when Neo was number 4 in the world, his Vanilla Lake 2 times were still very, very average, so...
Yeah, so some tracks are very acquired tastes in Super Mario Kart, so even if your overall level is monstrous, there's still some track that can be demons, let's say.
Yep.
Let's not downplay KEDJYAR's ability on Donut Plains 2. Perhaps he can get a 126 as well.
Yeah, especially since he's going for the first turn boost, which is one of the greatest strategy I didn't think he was gonna go for. So, oh, and unfortunately he's hitting this stupid wall at the end.
That's unfortunate because it was very close.
Yep. Yep, and he won 3 races in a row. Now maybe Aron is gonna do the same. So mentally, this is starting to be extremely tricky for the poor KEDJYAR. So we'll definitely see if he's as mentally strong as Aron is. Ooh, nice recovery.
So it looks like we got a comeback after a comeback.
Yep. And who knows, maybe KEDJYAR is gonna lead 8-6 after that. That's very sad he was stopped this way because his pace was extremely
Just
good.
check out that consistency, by the way.
Wow. Only 0.05 between the best and the worst middle laps. Incredible.
Yeah, very, very solid.
That's the kind of consistency you got on Gulls Valley 1 or Bottle Castle 1, not on Donut Plains 2.
True. Very true.
Oh, VL1, interesting.
I like that pick.
Yeah.
Aron is the world record holder in VL1, but he doesn't really have a one-try strat, I think. He just like you, he just goes completely crazy and hopes that he finishes, I think.
Yeah, this is very, very different track from all the others when it comes to one tries, because you have a different strategy when you play this track in one try, just because you cannot use the CPU ghost.
So just for those in chat who are not insiders to the Super Mario Kart community, the person I'm commentating with here did one of the best one tries ever on this particular track at the World Championships in 2018. Basically not taking out any of the ice cubes and just flying through them every lap without stopping. So what was going through your head when you nailed that final lap? Just briefly.
I was, at that precise moment, in my head it was like, you're gonna do it, dude. And then I missed the boost for the big slide boost part. So I was a bit nervous after that, but in the end I could make it, so...
In the meanwhile, KEDJYAR has a lead.
Very strong from KEDJYAR. He had a very, very safe strategy that I actually never seen before, and very, very nice one. 6-6, wow, what a match.
It's crazy because Aron, look at Aron's laps, 973, he was going all out.
973,
Yeah.
well, that's a lap tournament record for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't think in my current 5-lap PR I even have a lap that is faster than 973. I could be wrong, but yeah. That's nuts. And we're gonna see Choco Island 2.
Oh, another very nice opposition.
It's a track where Aron actually lost the 5-lap world record last night. Did you notice?
Absolutely not. Who
No,
did he
so
lose
Scoop,
this one to?
The current NTSC champion made a return to PAL and got the 5 out of 5 right side strategy that has been introduced again this year. To beat
I still
Aron.
have to go for this one because I really want to give it a try and improve my PR there.
I actually have to try it on PAL as well, but I'm lazy. Or playing other tracks, you know.
Well, you won't be lazy when you're ranked 7th on the lap charts.
Both these players are quite proficient at Choco Island 2-1 tries, I will say. So I'm expecting 106s.
Well, maybe Aron's gonna go for the final boost above the wall. Because that's really the kind of strategy a driver of his style is going for, so I wouldn't be surprised. And it will make the difference in the end, because it's extremely tight.
What a great match this has been, actually. Yeah? 6-6, and we've got synced up Choco Island 2 to decide who goes up.
No, Aron is gonna get this one.
Yeah.
Ooh, 0-30.
He had
very small difference.
But it was still close, yeah.
Great race from both. Well, you know what? I don't know who's gonna win this match, but I'm already afraid of him.
Well, honestly, whatever happens, I would put you as the favorite, but not with a big margin.
No, you don't have to. Well, you know, I've beaten both players in the group stage, but those were 11-9 and 12-8 matches, I think, so...
Yeah. But also, in both matches, you actually, in the first half of the match, you demolish them.
Yeah, true.
When the damage was done, you just let off the gas a little bit. That's my impression, at least.
I'll be very happy to do so again. Mario Seeker 3.
So I know KEDJYAR is capable of 129s, Aron obviously as well, but he might go for the pipe boost, and that is a very risky proposition.
I'm also surprised KEDJYAR hasn't picked Mario Circuit 4 yet, because it's one of his best tracks ever.
Yeah.
I think that as long as he can pick it, he will probably keep it as a kind of joker until the end.
Yeah, so I actually do the same thing. I also keep at least one of my strongest tracks for a potential match point situation where I can pick. Should it be necessary. Both are driving absolutely amazing.
Yeah, this is another epic battle on one of the most finger-blistering tracks of the game.
Yeah, so it cannot be overstated how hard it is to keep your race pace together with the strategy on this track.
I think a good pick from the loser for the next track would be Dawn Prince 3, because just after Mario Seeker 3, you're so exhausted that Dawn Prince 3 is going to be hard for both players. So
that's not a good pick. That's an evil pick.
Well, but that's the one I will actually do. So.
Oh man!
What a race! What a race! Oh my goodness! Oh, 0-30 again.
Looks like Aron behind, but he had the sub 130 and goes to match point. Incredible.
3 match points, and the 2 last races he won only by 3/10.
Yeah, it's harsh for KEDJYAR. He's playing his heart out, that's for sure.
I think the luck is on Aron's side tonight, unfortunately. Because remember the platform jump? Remember what happened to KEDJYAR on Ghost Valley 2?
Yeah. Oh, Ghost Valley 2, I think Aron was gonna win anyway with a 102.98. That's very hard.
Yeah, true.
Well, I would pick MC4 if I were him now. If that is his joker.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna go for it. Oh, Bowser Castle 3.
That's a very risky joker.
Yeah, but I think in his mind, he must already think he's lost the match, so...
Yeah, I agree. This smells like a YOLO pick, doesn't it?
Yep.
It might work out. We'll see. So Aron before the match told me that he really wants to finish a acceptable run here. He's been stopped by the fourth wumps, the infamous fourth wumps, every time so far in the tournament.
I got them against Firewester, but Firewester had such great time that even if I had not to face the fourth ones, he would have won the match anyway. He had a very, very low 133, I think.
So I'm sure Aron is dreaming of like a 131 or a 132 match point race. It can happen, but he will need a decent dose of luck.
That would be extremely impressive and very, very nice way to... Oh! Very, very safe strat from KEDJYAR, who just released gas or even braked.
I think he had to.
Yeah. So far Aron is leading, but...
Yeah, Aron is driving.
Yeah, but he still can have issues with the swamps, not on this lap.
I think
Aron
is driving 131 pace. It's quite incredible. I believe if he keeps it together now, that Gas's tournament record is history.
Yep. And if the swamps are on his side, which is gonna be the case, I think. Yep.
Yeah. More importantly, it's match over. Roach did a good show.
Very, very impressive race and tournament record from Aron. 130, 130, wow.
Well, if ever a race was deserving of match point, it's that one.
Yeah, this is utterly deserved.
I don't think that's gonna be beaten anytime soon, do you?
Oh no, I don't think so. Wow, 131. I
game.
The CDM tournament record is a 132. I'm just checking.
I think it's a 130.
It's 132.89. So.
It's mine, right?
And it's yours, yeah.
Yeah. So
in 2018.
That could have been a 131, but I had to squeeze to with the thwomps on the left, one of the laps. But it wouldn't have been a 131.30. So this race was incredible.
Wow. Well, what a match anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask them to come in for a chat. So I'll let you do some talking while I send the invites. So 6-9, and Aron is your opponent the next match. How do you feel about that?
Well, I knew you were gonna ask the question. Well, if we compare my match yesterday and Aron's today, Aron is clearly gonna win it. But I also think Aron is as afraid of me as I am afraid of him. So maybe we can have another title position. That's what I'm looking for, because I don't want to be destroyed by Aron, of course, and I want to be part of the final top 3 in this tournament. But considering the way Aron played on some tracks, just like we saw on the Bozo Castle ones and some others, Ghost Valley 2, for example, I think it's gonna be extremely hard to beat him. I'm really impressed at the way he's playing. He's much more serious than he used to be in the past, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. And well, there he is. Congratulations, Aron! What an incredible showing, especially on the last track.
Yeah, thanks. It was a really nice match. It was very close.
Hi, Aron.
It should have been like 9-8, 9-7 maybe. Because the race before BC3, there were 2 races with like 0.02 difference or something. It was really close.
Yeah, you had 2 consecutive 3-10 victories, which was really close.
And I was finally lucky on BC3, so...
Not only lucky, you played like a man possessed. The 131 is not a one try. Come on.
Well, I was lucky on every single Twomp wall, and I was like very unlucky the whole tournament. So maybe this time they just give it to me. I don't know. It was really nice.
Well, actually, I'm okay with you being very lucky today. If it means you're not that lucky the next week, I'm fine with it. But no, very great driving.
We should go for the platform jump both, I think. In a Ghost for you.
Yeah. I'll just say to Carol that you looked extremely serious in your driving. You were attacking a lot. Of course you will. Oh, and he's gone.
He's gone.
I don't think he was ready to hear some compliments from me.
Sorry, I was away. I'm back. Sorry. What did you say?
Did you lose your internet connection this time?
Yeah, no, it happens like it's on my phone, so sometimes it just loses the signal.
No, I just said, like I was saying to Carol, I was extremely surprised at how serious you looked when you were playing, because I knew you're a very aggressive player. I knew you're taking a lot of risks, but when I was watching you playing on, was it Bowser Castle 1 or 2? I don't remember. I told Carol you were really driving like a CDM medalist. I don't remember having seen you in the past driving that serious, so very impressed.
Yeah, because now I do take this tournament very seriously, so I'm sober, I'm practicing, it pays off, I guess.
Well, when they just say it in Formula 1, when you drive, never drink. So I think that should be your motto from now on.
Well, we can, we will talk about this when we're not live.
So is it true, Aron, that you are not going to be participating in the SMK All-Stars time trial tournament? Because with your current form, that would be a big shame.
Yes, but it's also a lot of money, and I really dislike battle mode. So if I'm skipping time trials in the battle mode, I can just arrive in day 3, have some fun, But maybe I will. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I will, and then just go home and then come back 2 days later or something like that. That's also a possibility.
Fair enough.
Yeah, would be very disappointing not to see you, especially considering this is in the Netherlands, and Sammy is not going to be there. Maybe either me or Scoopy.
Especially because you are coming. That's also a motivation.
Well, if there is no Aron again.
He was not ready for your next words, man.
Maybe he's too stressed.
I think he keeps losing his microphone.
A classic Aron, losing everything.
And he's back.
I'm back again. Yeah, I was thinking, I did drive some tournament records, but I'm not sure which tracks. I know it was Bowser Castle 3 for sure.
Yeah, so you tied your own one on Bowser Castle 2?
Ghost Valley 2?
Maybe. Bowser Castle 2, yeah, I tied it, I heard it.
And Ghost Valley 1, you got a 1.5 platform jump race, which was faster than both Anti-Star and Fire Waster.
But I didn't get Bowser Castle 1, I think, so that's not... I'm still not happy with that. So I'm going to do the 128 against Anti-Star then.
Yeah, or you guys get a tie again. That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be even better. Now, so guys, thanks. I really appreciate it that you guys do the commentating and stuff. So I will see you guys next week then.
Yeah,
I'll see you, and very, very happy to face you in this semi, and I'm looking forward.
Yeah, let's hope it's going to be close. That's what I'm hoping. Just a good match.
I wish you the same, dude. And thanks for coming. Thanks for telling your experience. Thanks for sharing it, and see you next week.
It was a great job, and I would also like to give a massive shout out to KEDJYAR, Pierre Kost, who did an excellent job this tournament. Drove really solidly. Perhaps deserved a higher ranking. It's hard to say. He definitely did.
Yeah, at some moment we really thought he was gonna totally be able to beat you when he was leading 5-3. At that moment,
I have to say I was like really nervous at some point. Even my hands were cold. Like it's 23 degrees here in this room, and still I was a bit shaky. It's like he was playing so good. So yeah.
Yeah, we noticed
in the end, the luck was on my side. Just a couple tens, 2 times in a row. It makes the difference,
Yeah, because it was 6-6, and at the end, when you have 2 skilled players, that I'm still gonna tell the story. Whatever. You're back again.
Yeah, it goes away for 2 seconds and then it comes back or something.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that when the match is going up to 6-6. This is the kind of moment that both players are equally skilled, and luck makes the difference in the end. And I think that is what happened.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I'm hoping next time I have it on my side as well. Have you seen my Koopa Beach 1 time? Because now we haven't played this track, and I feel a bit. Yeah, I don't like that. I wanted to play KB1.
Yeah, this was one of the questions I wanted to ask you. Don't you feel too disappointed not to be able to play Koopa Beach 1 just after getting another world record there?
Yeah, because normally this is the problem, because I will take all the big risks, and you know, if you hit one fish, you hit another one, you go drown, you know. So yeah, it was not. Well, I was happy with his picks, to be honest, because he took DP2. I was like, all right. Shoko Island 1. I was all right. That's nice. Yeah, because like tracks like Down the Plains 3, Koopa Beach 1, you know, these tracks you can always crash and make a mistake, and he's really consistent, you know. So I was like preferring to play short tracks with a lot of MBT.
I think it's going to be very interesting next time, because you and Antistar both have pretty much like the same type of tracks, I think. MBT
Yeah, because I remember in the group stage that you guys were talking about this in the comments, that he was taking a lead in the beginning all the time, but now it's a different format, so I think it's different now. You know, it's not going to be like 4 or 5-0. It's not what I expect, at least.
It's going to be everybody knows that.
I definitely wanted 7-1 in that match.
All right,
and we lost Aron again.
Right.
So we'll hear up here once again.
Yeah. So thanks for joining me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tell me 10 minutes and then I will just go off.
Yeah, go play some Koopa Beach 1 or something, you know.
No. I'm done now. I'm already having a beer. I'm celebrating. I'm gonna watch the match back to see if I can learn something from my mistakes or whatever.
That's always a good attitude to have, indeed. So we'll be back with this tournament. The next scheduled matches should be Antistar against Aron, and me against
Fungo.
Yeah, so those will be appearing on the schedule, which I just linked in chat. And I'd like to thank SpeedGaming for hosting this tournament once again. And thank you all. Good night.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. See you next week. Good night.